Welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome back to the channel, guys, as there is so much to discuss today. Lots of unexpected news, I have to say, and plenty to explain, because we are going to be making sense of Samuel Umtiti's renewal at Barca until 2026. Why have we done this? And exactly what does it mean? And of course we're going to be talking as well about the situation surrounding Ferran Torres and his registration and what Umtiti's renewal could mean in the case of Ferran. And of course we're going to be looking at all of the latest team news as we're already looking ahead to El Clasico this Wednesday. It is all coming your way. So let's get to it. But if we do indeed start with a quick recap on what we've seen over the course of the weekend in La Liga, because obviously for Barca against Granada, they're dropping points so late on. It was damaging, it was disappointing, and it was very frustrating. But as that weekend went on, as you can see right here, yes, the likes of Real Madrid and Sevilla have extended their lead there at the top with wins for both of those clubs. But in terms of our battle to get into the top four, to get into the top three perhaps in La Liga, you can see right there, nothing has changed. Because luckily for us, both Atleti and Villarreal drew on Sunday night, along there with Betis and Rayo drawing a goal apiece, which ultimately means at the end of the weekend, we've not lost any ground in that top four battle. Yes, of course, with a win, we could have been in third right now, but we are still there. And we've got to put that weekend behind us. We've got to forget now about that late equaliser from Granada. It's a new week. It's a new competition that's coming, and a big challenge against Real Madrid. But of course, guys, on the transfer front, and especially there when you're talking about our wage bill, about our wage cap in La Liga, about registering Ferran Torres, there's been lots to discuss on that front in the recent days. Started, of course, with Coutinho leaving to join Aston Villa on loan. And the really crucial part about that is that Coutinho, in the end, agreed to take a 35% wage cut in order to join Aston Villa, because it then enabled them not to pay 65% of his salary, but to pay all of it, given the fact that he had reduced at the last moment, which also means that Barca are free from any commitment to Coutinho's salary. So that was a really good and really important gesture from his side. Thank you very much indeed for that. But it was after the game at the weekend that Mattia Almani came out. He spoke to the media about that exit of Coutinho. He said the exit of Coutinho, it helps us tremendously. He said it generates fair play money on our side, but he said it's not enough. He said we are working to maximise other exits that produce the fair play that we need to register Ferran Torres. So Armani was openly admitting there that Coutinho's exit, it was important, it was vital for the club, but we still needed more. And now, on Monday morning, I think we all woke up to the news, the unbelievable news, that Samuel Umtiti, the man whose contract was set to expire in 2023, has been renewed by the club until 2026, a 3-year extension, which on the face of it, that was staggering. However, very quick into that statement there on Umtiti's contract extension, Barca were keen to point out this contract extension operation does not entail any greater financial commitments for FC Barcelona with regard to the player. So basically saying there that even with this extension, Umtiti will not earn a single euro more. And actually, what is going to happen is as follows, because Umtiti reportedly is going to take a 10% reduction on his salary, but not only that, the really key part of the extension here is the fact that actually all of that money that would have been owed to him up until July 2023 in 1.5 years' time, that similar sort of figure now is going to be paid over 3 additional years, which really crucially here, from an accounting standpoint, brings the cost per year down significantly. And that is really important there when you're looking at our wage cap in La Liga, at financial fair play, because effectively there, that is a big reduction per year. Because now we're paying him until 2026 instead of 2023, we're extending that time, we're spreading the cost, and that really helps us with La Liga's salary cap. And given as well that Umtiti now is effectively earning that lower wage per year, you do wonder whether in the back of the club's mind they're thinking now, is it going to be easier to offload him? He's earning less per year, given the fact that we were really struggling to attract offers for the kind of salary that Umtiti was on. Will it now be easier to find a suitor for him? And there's also rumours that Barca have added an exit clause that could indeed be valid still from 2023. And I do have to say, guys, much like with Coutinho, I appreciate the gesture here from Umtiti. Of course, he had a contract. We all know that he was the one with the power. He was the one in control. It was him that had to decide to accept this. So I do appreciate the fact here that he has actually made an effort. I still think, of course, that he's earning too much money. The fact that obviously he's earning a lot more than he's contributing at the club. And that still doesn't change. But we still appreciate the fact here that he has helped us out in a desperate situation. Because in the same statement there, where Barca announced Umtiti's renewal, they also confirmed that with this operation, Ferran Torres now can be registered. And that, of course, is absolutely crucial news for the club. That is something we've been working so hard towards, pushing for. And I have to say here, look at the amount of effort that it's taken to get to this point. I think the work that we're seeing being done here from Joan Laporta, the president, from Mattia Almani there, to actually get through these Bartomeu contracts, to actually find a way around the financial fair play that La Liga have enforced upon us. They are having to work absolutely tirelessly to get to this point. But Ferran will be registered. But the big question is, can he play against Real Madrid? Well, right now it is looking difficult for Ferran Torres to actually make it there to play in his first Clasico encounter. The reason for that is because of his COVID situation. He apparently is still testing positive right now, 7 days after he first tested positive there for COVID. Also exactly the same situation right now with Pedri, with both of those players not travelling with the rest of the team to Jeddah in Saudi Arabia today, which of course would make their participation in Wednesday's game difficult, but not impossible. Because right here, this is the squad that Barca have announced will travel to Saudi Arabia today. In it, you do have Ronald Araujo, who is there without medical clearance yet on that hand problem, but he may still play against Real Madrid. You've also got Ansu Fati, who Xavi said would be available for this game, and Frenkie de Jong also makes the trip there, awaiting that medical clearance. But it is being reported right now that if Pedri managed to test negative for COVID over the next day or so, maybe by Tuesday, if they are indeed negative, could they still fly out and be part of the game to take on Real Madrid? Of course, they wouldn't have trained with the team though, and that may make things difficult. But I think the club right now are not ruling anything out whatsoever. The big takeaway from today is the fact that Ferran can now be registered. That is such an important step. And in all honesty, I am feeling there a sense of relief that we've managed to get that done and, everything is going to be okay. That really does make me happy. But of course, now what we want to see, we've got him registered, we want him to test negative for COVID, he's believed to be fine there in terms of recovery from injury, and the next step will be seeing him out there in a Barcelona shirt. And could that even be in El Clasico? We're going to have to wait and see, and stay tuned, of course, for all of the latest news and the match preview coming your way on Tuesday. It's a big one. It's El Clasico. I will see you then, guys. Please do let me know all of your thoughts on today's video down below. What do you make there of that Umtiti renewal? Are you surprised by it? Can you understand why the club have made that move? And what do you make there of Ferran's chances of being involved against Real? I will see you soon, of course, with plenty more to come. Thank you for your support. But until next time, as always, Vishka, El Barca.